started your speech, I felt like it would be a very, very heartfelt speech, because you started by relating what George was saying right before, and you started by making a comment on it, which made me feel that it will be a very, very relatable speech. Generally, people don't start with your project and like that. And there were some of the best things about your speech which I really liked. The first one being that your speech was very, very relatable. You started your speech by sharing your experience of your first meeting, then you shared experience of your second meeting, experience of your third meeting, and then the thought that why you should join Toastmasters. It was very relatable because this is a question which comes in everyone's mind when they come to join Toastmasters. And then you told us to close our eyes. I started remembering the reason why I joined Toastmasters, who used to sit where usually our president sits, and I got into my dream world, came out of it, but I realized that was the reason why you connected with the audience immediately. And that is the first requirement of Project 10, which is to get the audience on your side by relating with what you are saying. And since it was a Toastmaster specific speech, everyone could relate to it. The second good thing which you did was you changed the status quo in people's mind, which was done when you said people join because they want to be a better speaker. And then you challenged this statement by saying that you won't get anything out of Toastmasters unless and until you put in the effort. I also know a lot of people who come to Toastmasters meeting months after months, week after week, year after year, hoping they will change without putting in any effort, and only by listening to what speakers are saying on stage, which is not true. You can only change by putting in effort. And then you also enunciated with the experience of your first contest speech, that how you felt that you became a much better speaker after giving the contest speech than before, even though you came third. The third and final most important thing which you did was inspire us, which was the most important requirement of your speech, by sharing the story of Shaurya, from going from not being able to even say a word to becoming a confident person, to becoming the VP head, and to becoming a person who can look people directly in the eyes and say that why are you not giving your next project speech. Herein we felt that the change is possible. You can take a person who won't be able to speak a word, not being able to make an eye contact, to becoming the VP education of a club, to probably becoming the president in few days. So you showed that status quo can be changed, and this was very, very obvious, and you did it very brilliantly and very simply. One of the other requirements of Project 10 is to share stories and anecdotes. I also thought that the great story of fellowship which you shared about Jay, that you were not even friends with him, but you still got help. Usually fellowship is one aspect in which Toastmasters don't talk about, but you did a brilliant, brilliant job when you shared that story. So as far as the objectives are concerned, you checked all the boxes very neatly. I loved your speech, and I would be nitpicking. For your things where you can improve upon. The first thing being you overshot time, I think. So you need to prepare and practice with time. This was an 8 to 10 minute speech. Then your body language in places were not correct. When you said earlier you used your left hand and you gestures toward your left, it should be gesturing towards your right, because past event is on the right side. And then you quoted, I thought you wanted to quote Helen Blanchard, who was the first lady Toastmasters, but then you said someone has quoted this, and then you went on to misquote her. The actual quote was, if you get out of Toastmasters, or you can get out of Toastmasters, you will never get out of Toastmasters. Since it was a very, very Toastmaster specific speech, you need to get the quote right. Rachit, today you inspired us to be a master Toastmaster. However, remember that in graduation, they don't say it is a graduation ceremony. They say that it's a commencement ceremony. It is not the end, it is the beginning. So instead of thinking of being as a master, think of yourself as being student for life. Now you have completed CC, competent communicator. You need to help others with what you have learned and give more speeches with powerful messages, so that you can change people's lives with the kind of inspiring stories you have. Rachit, you are a superstar, and I'm sure you will be getting many more milestones in your life, and this is just the beginning, and I wish you good luck for all your future speeches. Thank you.